Hello, you cool cats and kittens. Architect here, coming at you from my studio in the apocalypse. How's everybody doing? Everyone surviving out there? This is the first time I've put on makeup in weeks. I have several inches of roots because I was like, oh, I got a convention coming up. I'll dye my hair right before then. Yeah, that got canceled. 3 other conventions got canceled. So your girl's kind of looking a little rough lately. Anyway, so yeah, basically, I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, they're in quarantine, they want to start, you know, maybe dabbling in some art, but they're not sure where to start, and they're not sure what supplies to get. And a lot of people think that you have to get the most expensive art supplies in order to do art, which is complete bullshit, as you can see by my wall of, like, cheap shit. So I'm going to be showing you everything that I use and why most of it saves some big ol' moolah, and it doesn't really matter what you use, it's more about like how you use it. So come with me while I share with you all of my super expensive art supplies. Alright, as you can see, my favorite paint brand is actually Apple Barrel paint that you can get from Walmart for 50 cents each. I think the big bottles are like $1.50, but everything else is literally 50 cents. And yeah, I have it in just about every color they make. It's great. And I actually learned that from my friend Philip, who I kept buying all this expensive paint. I was like, oh, why is my paint not working that great? I kept, you know, spending money on this shit. Like, look at that, this $7.12. It's like, it's full because I've used it maybe once. And nothing was working. Everyone's like, oh, you have to get heavy body because heavy body has the most pigment in it. And it's just, I didn't like it. And so I started using this, like my friend Philip told me, because he was making these completely badass paintings that were bright as hell. And he was like, oh, no, I use Apple Barrel. It's what I swear by. So yeah, that's basically what I use. I do have a lot of other little things here and there. Like these, you know, obviously I can't get this in Apple Barrel style. It is kind of a transparent paint, and it's got this beautiful sheen to it. I got it in the 2 different colors they have. They had the blue and they had the purple. It's gorgeous, super subtle. I tried the one that they have at Target, and it's pretty much shit, which I hate because the color is gorgeous, but it's crap. I have a lot of these pigment powders that are okay. You know, you just mix it with some stuff. Some like a medium. I have slow drying medium, or you can use just regular old gloss. See what else. Ooh, here's my favorite stuff. So my absolute favorite is Martha Stewart has these glitter just paints. They're kind of transparent, but the glitter, as you can see, is colored. And I have every color she makes because this is the best. Oh my god, it's so good. I put this on everything. You know, this, you can see this is my favorite color. I have it on pretty much every single painting I make. Another of my favorites, so this isn't actually that cheap, but if you're gonna buy something that's worth the money, absolutely buy this. Wait, let me find one that's not my, like, completely used up one. Alright, oh, hang on. Alright, so this is by Holbein. It's acrylic. They're Luminous Opera. Oh my god, you can mix this in with anything, and it is gorgeous. It makes it pop. Let me see. I've got a painting here that you can see I mixed it in. My camera can't even capture the paint because it's so bright. It doesn't picture it properly. It kind of shows up either like a little dullish or red, but it is fluorescent. And, you know, this is somebody that also owns The World's Pinkest Pink by Stuart Simple. And I'll tell you, this stuff is nothing compared to this, but that is also not the same color. The closest I have to that one, oh god, where is it? Hang on, if I can find it. My paint is everywhere. I don't even know where it is. I have another one that is just called Opera, that is not luminous opera, but it's just regular opera. That's the same color as this. It's also very gorgeous, and I love it. And, you know, if you don't really feel like using pigment powder, because I will admit it's a pain in the ass, and he suggests that you buy his medium mixer to mix it with, but I was like, I don't want to spend extra money on that when I already have stuff, but I just couldn't get it to work right, so maybe you have to buy his and it'll work correctly. I don't know. Other stuff I have, this is meant for airbrush. And I have an airbrush. I'm not good at it, but hopefully one day I'll get there. I've got some metallic paints. These are okay. I think that's basically it. Oh, I do have Stuart Simple's World's Blackest Black. This is 2.0. I have it in 2 different bottles. It's good, and it's just a really matte black, but it doesn't do what he promises it does. You know, like he's got pictures of it where it makes 2D objects look like, or 3D objects look 2D, and it doesn't really do that. It's just a really good matte black. The downside with it, let me see if I can do this. I can't do it one-handed because I'm stupid. But it thickens up so much that the inside of the bottle is just basically a big giant ring of thick, dried black. So the tops don't really even work. I have to literally like claw into it to get paint out. So I don't really use it. I just use more apple barrel. So that's basically it. These are kind of good. But, you know, once again, it's a more expensive brand. So if you're looking for a good paint brand with a bunch of color and a lot of it has a really good payoff, I would go with Apple Barrel. Alright, as for canvases, I like to get the canvas packs. You can get them anywhere from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I know a lot of people don't support Hobby Lobby because they're pieces of shit, which is true. Look them up. But if you don't have the privilege of being able to shop anywhere else and you're in a lower income area or whatever, it's totally okay to shop at Hobby Lobby. It's fine. They have packs that you can get. Oh god, let me see. Don't mind whatever I just knocked over back there. So yeah, I got this stuff. It's a 2-pack of canvas for $6. And the beauty of all those big box stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby is that Hobby Lobby always has a 40% off coupon. Download their app, and every single day they have a 40% off coupon of one item. That works at both Michael's and Hobby Lobby. So if you don't want to support Hobby Lobby, which totally cool, go to Michael's and you can basically use the Hobby Lobby coupons and be like, good, fuck it, you know. Fuck you, Hobby Lobby, I'm getting discounts at Michael's instead, whatever. But yeah, so you can get packs of canvases. Here's some of the stuff I've used. Here's one I already primed. I murdered a bug for this, and I actually feel really guilty about it. I like to spray my canvases beforehand. You can use, is it gesso? Gesso? I don't fucking know. Gesso to coat your canvases before, because don't paint directly on like a completely virgin canvas. It sucks. Use like a cover on it or something. So you can get gesso and paint it and then sand it down and paint it again. Or you can go get some white primer spray paint from Walmart for like $2 and spray it outside, and then have a bug come and fly and like land on it while it dries, and then you go outside and it has pinned itself with its little wings and it's dried, and you can't pry his cute little wings off, so you have to basically pull his body off of his wings and kill him while you feel like complete shit about it. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. So I murdered a bug for this. So yes, there were animals harmed in the making of whatever painting's going on here. So yeah, canvas. You can get it cheap. And if you shop at somewhere like Hobby Lobby, they have sales all the time. I like to go in and I'll go and check
whenever they're having a sale, because they'll have 50% off sales on their canvas constantly. So I'll go and I'll check and I'll buy those, and if they're not having a sale, I'll hold off and I'll go and look at like their weird Christian paraphernalia in the aisles and wonder what my life could have been, you know. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You can stock up on weird shaped canvases. They're really fun. So, yeah. So here is a pro tip for when you are working with canvas. Do not sketch out your art on canvas. You will like erase 1,000 times. It's gonna look like fucking shit. You're gonna get really annoyed with it. So what I recommend, oh my god, my hair just got stuck in my lip gloss. Okay, that's why I don't wear lip gloss, because your hair gets stuck in it. So I got carbon paper or transfer paper. I bought this one on Amazon for next to nothing. I recommend getting it on Amazon because if you buy it at like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, any of those, is going to cost a lot of money, but you can get it on Amazon for like next to nothing. I think this one had 100 sheets in it, and it was like maybe $10. And what you do is, I like to sketch everything out on the computer because I can easily like flip and modify things. So I'll sketch it out on the computer and I'll print it out. I have like a $25 printer because I am the cheapest bitch ever. And I'll print it out and I tape it together, obviously. And then I will just take it and take some transfer paper. Whoa. And then I'll take some transfer paper and you put it with like the glossy side down. I'm just fucking shit up left and right. Like that. And like, let's use this. Oh no! It doesn't fit, it's fine. I can just use 2 sheets of transfer paper. Because whoever measured these did not measure them for regular like printer paper size, so I have to be fun with it. So you take it and you'll tape it down, and you just get regular masking tape, also cheap. And you just kind of place it where you want to go, and you'll tape it down. Oh gosh. Now I will say that transfer paper is super sensitive, so if you like are really bad about laying your hands down on it, which I am, you will absolutely rub some of the transfer paper material onto your canvas, which is fine. You can paint over it. It's just like a pain in the ass, and it's just something I'm just going to warn you that's going to happen. But hey, you know what? You don't have 1,000 eraser marks on your canvas anymore, so you're welcome. Okay, let's see. So once you get that laid out, you just sit there and you find a pencil. Let me see, here's my pencil. Or do I want a cute one? No. And you basically just trace it on there. So here are some other things that are really super convenient. So a lot of people like to mask off parts of their paintings to make like straight lines or whatever, and don't go with regular masking tape. Go get frog tape. You can get this at like Home Depot or don't go to Lowe's. Lowe's blows. So go to Home Depot. I only say that because I buy MDF from Home Depot to paint on, and they don't have the MDF that I want at Lowe's. So, and I can never remember which one has it and which one doesn't, so I made up the Lowe's blows. Home Depot is the way to go. I'm stupid and I wouldn't remember otherwise. And I would just keep going to Lowe's over and over and be like, why do they not have it? Anyways, frog tape. this stuff is awesome. I use it to block off pieces of my paintings if I want a straight line. Just make sure you rub it down really good and you paint over it and make sure the paint's dry before you lay it on top of any paint. Make sure the paint is completely dry. Paint over it, whatever, pull it up, you got beautiful crisp lines. Another thing that I super recommend is Artist Acrylics Flow Improver. I put it in a little, you can buy these little dropper bottles at like Hobby Lobby or anywhere like that. And I like putting it in this because when you put it in this, it just pours out just super fucking fast. So I put it in this so I can put drops in. So when you're painting, if your paint starts getting a little gummy because it's starting to dry out, you put like 1 or 2 drops of this stuff in it. Ooh, ooh, chef's kiss. It just brings it back to life. It's wonderful. Can't recommend it enough. Let me see what else I have. Oh, paintbrushes. So I also am a purveyor of the cheapest shit paintbrushes because I go through paintbrushes so fast, and I had made the mistake in the past of getting the expensive paintbrushes. And don't do that because you are just going to be burning up money so quickly, and the cheap ones are just as good. You can get some of them, I can't remember how much a lot of these are off the top of my head. Some of them are around $3. Just make sure that it's not that, let me see if I have any of the material. I don't because it's garbage. They have like a synthetic feeling one that just feels like crap. Try and find the brushes that are a little bit softer. Like, of course, most of the brushes that they'll have there will have like a kind of a crisp end to keep them at a point, but as soon as you get them wet, that'll go away. But yeah, just like the softer brushes are the better ones, and a lot of mine are kind of bent a bit because I leave them in my water thing too long because I'm a bad person. So yeah, have them in like a bunch of different sizes. I prefer these sizes the best to work with. They're easier, and like I feel like the longer the ends are, the easier it is to work with. Like I have a couple, like it looks a little frayed because, you know, your girl doesn't take as care of the brushes as she should. Those are a little bit harder to work with, you know. So yeah, that's that for. So to finish off your paintings, you can either, you know, use varnish or resin. I don't really recommend resin on canvas because I feel like it might crack one day. I've done some resin coated pieces on canvas and not that crazy about them, so instead I like to gloss them, but I have not found a varnish that works for me. A lot of the varnish that I have is streaky or just looks like shit. Let me see which one. Yeah, this stuff is crap. I don't know who uses this, but they should be taken out back and shot. But the best gloss varnish that I've found to finish is actually just like any regular spray paint gloss finish that you can get at like Walmart or something. This one, I used it on, I don't know if you can see yeah, you can see it. Ooh, check that out. Oh yeah, that gloss. Ooh, it's so glossy. Ooh. Yeah, so use that. Here's what one looks like without it. It's just completely matte, which is fine if you like matte paintings, but you're wrong. Alright, so that's basically it. That is my tour of all of my cheap art supplies. I hope I have inspired you to, I guess, order online because you can't really go anywhere to get it. Unless you're watching from the future where the world has opened up again and it's beautiful and sunshiny and Bernie Sanders is president and, you know, Lady Gaga has adopted me as her daughter, even though I'm older than she is. But, yeah, please, you know, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I'll do more, something similar. I think I'm going to do a follow-up video on how to start your art business as cheap as possible because I am also a pro at finding the cheapest places to get stickers made and the cheapest places to get prints made and other manufacturing stuff. So I'll probably do an upcoming video with that stuff if that's something you're interested in. And yeah, enjoy your quarantine. I hope everyone is staying safe out there. Try to put on makeup every once in a while. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. I do feel better about myself, I will say, because this is literally, I've been looking like a bog troll for weeks, and I just kind of I finally am like, oh, hey, I am not completely disgusting anymore. I am still wearing my mismatched socks, though, so that's not ever going to go away, I guess. So yeah, hi. Like and subscribe. I love you. Thank you. Come back and see me.
Свободу куклам он принес. Ему отныне предан пес.